Hi, I'm Tony Marriott and welcome to the inside of Instant Content Robot. Now, I promised you a review and here it is. And as you can see, I'm logged into the members area of Instant Content Robot. And the first thing we see when we get in there is basically three options here. Now, we've got a training section. That's quite a lot of videos in there covering the operation of Instant Content Robot and how to kind of make the whole thing work, how to operate it, and anything that might catch you out. That's all in the video, so some really good stuff covered there. But additionally to the actual training for Instant Content Robot itself, there's a number of video tutorials covering how to distribute your articles, for instance, how to turn them into ebooks, etc. So there's some really good additional information in there. I won't go tell you exactly what it all is because it kind of gives the game away a bit, but there's a lot of information in there that's extra to the actual Content Robot itself. And I'm pretty sure when you see it, you're going to be well pleased with the extra information. Okay, so the two core operational areas are seed articles and Content Robot. And before we go into there, I suppose I should just kind of explain the way the system works in general. What we're looking at here is spun articles. Now, there's a lot of conversation around what's good and what's bad about spun articles. And of course, like everything in internet marketing, it depends on how you use them, to how effective they are. And this system's really good because it allows you to have different levels of spun article, and I'll explain that a little bit more as we go through. So primarily it's a monthly membership site, so there is a monthly fee, and for that you get 50 credits, and each credit enables you to download one article. Now this article, when it's downloaded, is in what is called spin ready format. So it will be a unique article and it will be pre-formatted so that you can use it with any spinning tool to produce 100 or 1,000 or literally as many articles as you want, as many different articles as you want from that one pre-spun article. There's also a spinning tool included in the Content Robot. I said we'll have a look at that in a little bit later, but this is really just to kind of get a grasp of how this works. So as I said, the seed articles, these are the high quality human spun articles. So they have already been created and pre-spun by human beings. So they're, let's say, very high quality articles. Okay, first of all, we're going to have a look actually in the Content Robot itself. Let's scroll down here and we can see immediately we can search for snippets. So what Content Robot has, or Instant Content Robot has, is a database of over 100,000 PLR articles, and we can search by any keyword or key phrase and actually pull out snippets or paragraphs from any of those articles or from a random selection of articles. And we can help us create our own unique article in this way. So I'm just going to put in here, for instance, unhealthy eating. And we can select the number of articles from 1 to 10. I'm just going to select 5 just to keep the demo relatively short. And then we're going to find articles. Okay, that's done that, as you see, pretty quickly. And if I pull that down, and you can see now it's found us a number of articles or a number of snippets of articles. And the keywords just highlight here, so you can see that they're all related or have unhealthy eating as part of their content. So what we can do now is we can actually turn this into an article. Just below here, you will see a section called says spun text, and this is where you copy and paste the text which you want to be spun. And this will actually, we can do this manually, so we can edit that quite easily ourselves, but we can add these in, and we can add them in order. We can add them to the text at the bottom or add text at the top, so we can put these in some kind of logical order. So I just had a little quick read of the first bit of each of these paragraphs, just so as I can have a little understanding of what each of them are. And I'm going to add them in some kind of logical order. So this bottom one looks like it ought to go in the front, so I'm going to add this to the top. And if I scroll down now, you'll see it's added in that paragraph into the spun text box. Okay, and if I do the same now with the rest of these, and I think that one might be going last, and these can probably go in any order. So let's just add text to the bottom. Research is suggested. That's okay, we can add that text to the bottom. And I'm going to add that text to the bottom. And finally, add to the bottom as well for my last paragraph. Okay, so if I now go down and have a look in here, I will see that I've got the 5 paragraphs in here. And now what I can do is a number of things. I can actually copy any of my own text and put it in here. I can do any edits to this. I can add in anything that I want. Or cut and paste in there. I can even go to Easy in Articles and take an Easy in Article snippet by selecting a category and health and fitness, and then follow it in a subcategory and following that through, and I can take some snippets from Easy in Articles, and that's all white hat and legit, so it keeps the appropriate links to the articles and the author's names in there, so it's completely legit as far as Easy in Articles and everybody else is concerned. Now what we'll see now is where the magic kind of happens, so I'll just hold this up so you can see this on the whole screen. Now this is, as I say, the original text here now that we have in this box. And we see we've got 518 words, so that's, it's over 400, so that's a good article. And we can simply add spin tags. And you'll watch that takes literally a second or two, and what we then get now is the whole article in what's known as spin tags, or spin ready. And if we look a little closer at this now, you'll see that, so if I look, for instance, in this first sentence, you'll see it has a curly bracket and pipe signs and a closed curly bracket at the end, and in between are a number of different words. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got 5 different words or phrases within the spin tags, so that every time it runs through, it says our bodies are equipped with several, our bodies are equipped with a number, or numerous, or many, or various, or quite a few. So each time it runs, it will be slightly different, and therefore it does that with all the sentences that are in here, highly unique articles spun from the original source. Okay, you can decide how many articles you want, 1 or 100, doesn't really matter. You can decide whatever number you want in there, and you can have them delivered as an individual separate text files or in one large text file just for your convenience. Of course, you can download those as text files, and of course one neat little trick here is you can also generate MP3 files, so you can generate the spoken voice files for iPod distribution or whatever you want. So you can produce as many of these as you like, and of course you can copy the pre-spun article and take it away and drop it into any of the article distribution services that are available that take spin tags. It's a standard spin tags that's generally accepted across the industry, or even to any of the free online tools such as the article spinner tool. So you're simply pasting that in there and you can spin out an original copy. And if we look down there now, we can kind of see our bodies are equipped with numerous systems to help it. Again, if I respin, it says our bodies are equipped with many systems to aid it. So this is the way it changes it. So once you've got your easily created original article, you can take it away and do absolutely whatever you want with it. I say plug it into all the standard systems for distribution, etc. Makes life really, really easy. Okay, let's just go back to the top of the page. This time I'm going to go to seed articles and take you through that section, and you'll see now why I showed you it in this order. You'll see the logic of it in a few moments. So if I scroll down into the seed articles section, you will find there are a whole list of categories you can choose your articles from. Now, you can have up to 50 human-spun articles every month and download them, so there'll be quality spinning done by humans, not by the robot. So this is the real high-value section here. And of course, every one of those articles can be spun into hundreds or even more unique articles, so you can then put them into the distribution systems, as I said, as we did previously. Makes it very, very easy and very, very quick to do. Okay, so I'm just going to go in the weight loss section for a moment and select a couple of these fairly much at random. And then simply choose these articles. It'll refresh for me. And so at the top of the page, we have our selections here, and there's also some I pulled in earlier. So as I said, we can download these articles in human spin ready text. And we can even download them as PDFs. That enables us to create some little short reports or little ebooks from them even, or put them into PDF format for distribution directly. And that's shown in the actual tutorial videos within the training area. So I'm not going to cover that here. I'm just going to show you this little trick now. Even if we don't want to download these at the moment, let's just show you we can select from the health or the weight loss section here. And now we can select any articles we want, download them in SpinText format or download them as PDFs. But what I'm going to do is actually edit the articles. So I'm going to take this, some highly effective weight loss tips, and just click on edit, and you'll see it takes us into the actual content robot. So now you can kind of see why I showed you it this way around, because you can kind of see this bit of a clever trick now. Now, all the functionality that we showed you before from the 100,000 PLR database is now available to you. Okay, so if I just scroll down now, you will find that the article is now in this section here. Okay, so there's our complete article without any changes to it, and here it is in SpinText format. Now this is not the human SpinText format, this is the content robot SpinText, remember, and that's been added to that, so that's pretty cool. But what we can do, as I say, is use all the same editing facilities, so we could pull part of an eZine article in and add to it, or as we did before, if I go and search for snippets, if I go up here to diet plans, as an example, let's just pull a couple of those out, find the articles, and as we did before, it will pull up some little snippets for us, and now I can either add these to the bottom or add these to the top of the text, as we did before, but I'm just going to cut this one out, or copy that one, and now I can go here and paste it anywhere I want. I could have pasted it into the middle. I'm just going to paste that into there, just for demo purposes. As you can see, we've got 756 words, so it's quite a substantial article. And now if I click Add SpinText again, it will redo it for me, and you can now see that this section, along with all the others, this fast food section, along with all the others, has had SpinText added to it. So you can see this is an extraordinarily powerful tool. Okay, that covers the inside of Instant Content Robot. And don't forget to check out the instantcontentrobot.org site. Check out that massive bonus package that I've put together for you only by buying through that site. So get over to that site now, check out that massive bonus package.